Whoa.
Go ahead, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning, everybody. Calling the meeting to order. Wallace here. Campbell. Here. Donnelly.
Here.
Bennett. Here. Ono. Here. Enya. Here. All present. Kim, you want to lead us in the pledge?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody have a chance to take a look at the minutes? Any questions, concerns? If not, entertain a motion.
Second.
Pete, second. Greg, any further discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Against? So carried. Kim, you want to give us a financial report?
I passed around a copy of the profit and loss statement and the balance sheet that's prepared by MBEDP. Not really a lot of activity going on. We still have not received any grant funding from the state. So we have, right about now, we have about 33,000 in the bank to work with, but we have more draw that we could use if we had to. We also have $15,000 CD. So that's about a lot going on.
Kim, have you taken anything from the county this year?
Yes, we did a draw, 75,000
From this year?
from this year.
Any other questions? Entertain a motion to approve. Jim, second. Cindy? Any further discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. We got a little hiccup here, but Mike, you want to talk about the demolition contract?
Okay, the city of Utica, we've been going back and forth for 8 months with the city, at least that, because Jimmy is still the chairman of the legislature, we're meeting with them. I don't want to say it's fell through, but it's close to falling through. They're demanding that the county of Herkimer be listed in the agreement, the contract. The county attorney and the land bank attorney both agree that it does not need to be in the contract. It shouldn't be listed in Herkimer County, it's the Herkimer County Land Bank. So they wanted both parties, Herkimer County Land Bank and Herkimer County. So if there's any issues, they want to be able to come back against the land bank and the county. So I sent the city attorney the grant funding agreement, that the money's in place, that we have it. I sent her the confirmation letter from the state for the demolitions. It took me 4 months to get approved, with the approval that we can do it and the city of Utica can do it. And she came back and said the city is still standing by that they want Herkimer County listed as a guarantor on the agreement. So at this point, we tried to call again this morning, just for verification.
She just called back and she's looking, she wants to take one more shot.
So what I'm going to ask the board, and I told the city of Utica attorney, if we can't get to an agreement, I'm thinking by the end of next week, because everything's in place, I'm only waiting for that agreement. I want permission to put it out for bid, request for proposals to put it out to bid to get these projects moving. So if we don't have the agreement, I'm saying by next Friday, signed agreement, then, and I don't want to say that, I shouldn't say that, because it'll have to go before the city council. They do have to approve it. So if we have an agreement with the city, if not, I want your approval to go forward with RFPs if it falls through. So at least we can get the process moving rather than wait 2 months, because we meet every other month. Jim?
Is it because we're new and they're worried our finances aren't there? And if so, would the county put up I don't know,
Absolutely not, Jim.
$50,000?
We don't want any tie. No, just so you know, we don't want that tie. We're trying to separate, it's a separate corporation. So if you have a lawsuit against the county, anybody, I don't mean the city of Utica, I mean Joe Smith on the street, you come at the land bank, you don't come at the county. So you want that separation. Because if you don't have that separation, you go to court, you're gonna have a problem.
I'm
And
not,
we're not losing money. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a favor to the city of
If
Utica.
the county gives the land bank 50,000, if we can do that, and then they have 50,000 held in escrow for the city as we go along, we're gonna pay them right along, I would imagine. They knock a house down next week, we pay them. And then that 50,000 will always be there, and then there's no tie to the county. And we would just hold it in escrow in
Yeah.
case.
if the county, if the county wants to give the land bank more money,
I,
I would take it,
who
but
else would?
There's no reason to,
Right.
because it's not that much cheaper to go to the city of Utica.
the issue is,
To draw us into the mix.
we did this as a tried to do a joint agreement. It's gonna benefit the county, it's gonna benefit the city of Utica. And the gain is not very much, let's say, it's negligible. It's, you know, it's probably gonna cost us right around the same amount to have the city of Utica tear it down as, to get a private contractor to tear it down. So it's close, you know. I'm looking for your thoughts on it, but if we can't get to an agreement, I think we gotta move forward at some stage. This has been dragging on so long, back and forth, and it's not just the city, it was New York State, but now I got approved from New York State, so now we've got to move forward one way or the other, in my opinion. Otherwise, we won't get these houses down this year.
Who else was out there besides the city of Utica?
Oh, there's private contractors, that you put a request for proposal, and you know, you'll get people to bid on
And
it.
they've done one for us already. It went well, Mike, right?
Yeah, we had, you know, we had 4 bids on the first project that we did, and we took the lowest bidder, and he did a great job.
Who was that?
United Contractors out of Utica. They did the projects in Ilion.
It's 11th hour deal, huh?
Well, I just
We've
want
been trying,
your,
Mike.
I
We've
just
been
want
trying,
your
Mike.
approval to, if we
We
can't
actually
get
did
it.
one more call this morning to say, guys, can we, you know, we
I
have
will
the
make-
money's in the bank account. We have.
Do they tear down, buildings for the land bank in Utica, or they're out of it? Land bank?
They're in Greater Mullet Valley Land Bank.
Okay, so do they do subcontract work for them, and do they ask Oneida County or the same?
I don't know. I know that they've done other municipalities.
Hartford,
Yeah,
Oneida.
yeah, they've done other projects
Okay, so is Oneida?
outside of the city.
So is Oneida County asked to front, or,
Good question.
Probably not.
well, if they're not, then we should ask that question. If they're not, why us?
Yeah.
And we're good
I
neighbors.
mean, I sent
Share a
the,
lot of service.
I sent our financials, I sent, you know, like I said, I sent the grant approval, the funds that show that we have, you know, $300,000 for demolition, it's available. And the approval to do the demolition from New York State, which I just got last week. So, I mean, you can't get any clearer than that, but we have approval to do it, we have the funds to do it. They're saying, well, we want Herkimer County to be a guarantor.
So do you know who, is it the board saying this, common council, or is it the mayor that's, kind of holding up, or who's, I mean,
I think,
I just got a quick call already from the city attorney. Didn't sound like it was her.
so it's somebody, either the council or the
Yeah.
mayor?
Jimmy remembers, what the old days with the other mayor, the mayor sat right with us. We haven't seen the mayor.
it's never,
He
it's never
doesn't
met
want
with
to
us,
talk to us.
the new mayor, the Republican mayor.
You try to set up a meeting with them?
I mean, that's what we did, Jim. We called and said, you know, we met with the past mayor, we're very interested, blah, 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 blah,
We've
blah.
called his office.
We go to the first meeting, he's supposed to be there, he never came, he hasn't come since. It's the engineers would be on. And again, I don't understand, I'm trying to understand. He didn't even come in and say, hey, guys, how you doing? Hope we can work this out or something.
Yeah.
He's good friends with my sister.
I don't understand that, you know, we thought for sure, hey, we'll get this thing done now, but
And the engineering guys we've been working with are great.
great. The city attorney's been good. She understands my frustration, you know, because I've been like, come on, I gotta have something.
Well, I don't know if you need a motion, but I'd make a motion that if, you know, we don't get approval in a certain amount of time, that we go ahead with RFPs, and maybe we can work it out as a later date for next year or something with them. I mean, why sit on it if it's not gonna save us much money? Like you say, get going. So whatever the time frame should be, whether they're after their next meeting or however long you want to give the attorney to come back, But I make a motion that we move ahead with RFPs if not.
Till the next meeting.
Till the next
And we'll
meeting.
find that and put it in the minutes. If that's okay.
Yeah.
So I have a motion. Is there a second? Second, Pete. Any further discussion? All in favor, aye? Opposed? So carried. I think that's the right thing to do. I really do.
I just want to make those.
Because I think politically, it looks good for all of us to work together. We
Right.
really do. I think it's very positive. I'm good.
Okay,
Do we have, like,
I'd ask though, just if they do that.
I will, John, I promise you.
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's a good question. That's better. I'm gonna, we put it to bid before, we have one project left that's still up, that has not, we had a bid put in, but the guy rescinded it, to rehab the house in Ilion. I want, just to let you know that I'm gonna put it out again for RFP to see if we get someone to bite to rehab that project. It's kind of right across from, Francesca's. There's like a little dead end, there's a parking lot, and then there's like a little dead end street. It's the last house. It's a big house, 2-family. We cleaned it out, and I think somebody will bite on it, contractor or somebody, so.
That's not a bad looking house.
No, it's not. It's got some issues with the foundation that need to be, but if they're getting it for next to nothing,
One time, Pat Magro wanted that house, and the one in the back. And he went to the village, I think Jim and I made a phone call and it was tied up with a bank, Wells Fargo, I think, I remember. And Pat really wanted, because he wanted to make the horseshoe on the.
oh, no, he's got those two properties. They're up for auction this year. It's not that. It's across the street.
Oh,
It's across the street.
What's the address again?
It's 161, 163 East Main. So I'm gonna put them back out for RFP to see if we can get someone to bite. The other projects are moving, slowly but moving. The house in Mohawk has been completely gutted, stripped down. Roof has been sealed up and it's moving forward. A huge undertaking. I don't know. There's almost, in my opinion, a demolition, but the guy wanted to rehab it and he's worked it out with codes and they're going forward. So,
Which one is this?
that is, Is it Michigan? Yeah, Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, Michigan Street in Mohawk. Little house, lady died, Mrs. Davis, I believe was the name. Mess, the dining room roof was collapsed in. A mess, but it's getting there. I stopped by this week and we're moving forward. ABO training, anybody that hasn't had their ABO training, try and get that into me. Jimmy, you gotta give me a copy of yours for the other, it'll suffice. Did you gave me something else, but it wasn't the ABO. I don't have your name marked
Is
off.
everybody done?
I was scheduled, but that was the week I had to go to Florida, so I'm scheduled again for June 18th, so.
Ray and
Wasn't
Jimmy,
bad.
feel like so
I was kind of impressed.
we were actually supposed to do the last IDA meeting on Tuesday and we canceled it, so.
Yeah.
All right,
When you get,
I'll-
when you get, I'm just reminding you, so. That's done, Jim, the ABO training.
Wait, we did all our filings for the ABO, right?
Yes,
Okay, well,
right? Everything's done. The only thing we haven't done is we're still trying to get the exemption or something that we,
We still have not got 501c3 status from the IRS yet.
which is, I don't know,
Doesn't surprise me.
yeah.
It will take a very long time.
Broadband 3 years from USDA, so.
Ray, if you got 15 minutes after the meeting, we want to go start to do the process of the NREM properties. You, myself, and Kim, to review. Anybody's welcome to stay. We'll discuss the NREM properties that are currently up for county auction.
15 minutes. You were here 2 hours last time.
I don't have to, well,
Remember that, Ray?
yeah,
New mark.
Well, there's other properties that I want to dig into deeper and look at, so.
Start the
Kim,
clock.
when's our drop dead date for you?
Well, we're in the process of getting title, but we're waiting for the court-appointed attorney to do his stuff. So
We've got a few
the
weeks.
auction is tentatively scheduled for the end of August, early September. So we've got a little bit of time, but
I'd like to have our end shored up by the end of the month, to let Kim know that we're interested in these properties. zombie properties, Cindy's talked to me and Ray's talked to me. I've really got no other responses that any of the legislators for properties within your districts. Oh, Kelly did say you didn't have any. So if you have properties, talk to your other legislators. Pete, maybe bring up the next meeting. Any of the zombie properties, let us know. I think there's an avenue that we can get them without having to deal with the surplus issue. So, which is a big thing. You know, we're not gonna be liable. I think the only one, Ray, you had that one of
Just the one.
51, right?
Yep.
So. I've looked at a few of the I've looked at most all the properties that are on the NREM list, and there's some tough ones. I don't even know if the county should take them. There's one in Ilion on, I think it was a bakery or something, or on that street. Kim, what's that? You're coming into Ilion, you're being a
Raleigh
right.
Conjus. Remember that?
Oh,
He threw Richards out and put his daughter
True
in, then the
Value.
red guy came in.
Across from True Value,
True Value,
kinda.
yeah.
The whole, I pulled in the driveway, I said, oh, this isn't bad, big old Victorian house. I walk around the other side, the whole side of the foundation is completely, yet it's wide open into the cellar. I'm like, oh my God. So it's a big property too. We're talking 50 grand to tear down.
Is that on my list? It's not on my list.
That's the current in-run list. You don't,
No.
yeah, not yet,
I
no.
wonder if it's the house I'm thinking of. Is it?
Between the nail salon
Yeah.
and,
Yeah. And
Someone's been
on the
working
left,
on
looking
the
at the house,
bakery
it's all
one or
open.
something.
The basement's all open.
Yes.
Did that just come up? Because last time I checked with codes in Ilion, I believe the guy had paid his taxes, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, it's up this year.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
Again, regarding when we meet, you know, we could take properties and put them in the land bank, expecting to tear them down, but don't expect them to tear down till we have funding or down the road. We're doing, I think, 3 projects in the town of Village of Herkimer, 2 in the city, 1 in Ilion, 1 in Frankfurt. We need to also look at outside areas as well that need that kind of as well. So, you know, it could be a couple of years down the road, but again, it's your flavor. We'll meet, we'll discuss it, and then I'll email everybody what we're looking at to get your thoughts. How's that sound? You know, but it'll be any demolitions, new demolitions outside of those areas will be on the list to be done. Any new ones in Herkimer, Little Falls, or Frankfurt will be a couple years down the road. Just to be fair to all areas of the county. You can tell me whatever you want me to do, but I just think that's the way you should approach it. Because we all have properties, all legislators have properties that are crap in their areas, so. That's it, Jim, on that. Vacant lots.
Policy.
I drafted up a vacant lots, side lot program policy. We talked about it before. We didn't know how to handle it. Other counties do it. They do it with, they call it the side lot program or lots for less program, however they call it different names, but it's, so adjoining, the land bank has authority to offer that property to adjoining or adjacent landowners first. Like the City of Albany, I kind of copied theirs, minimum bid of $500 and legal fees. If we have a property and the people want it, hey, it's $500 minimum bid. If 2 owners want it, minimum's 500, but they might bid 1,000, who knows, like we did on a lot down there, we got more. But we should have a program in place in writing. I did a draft. I'll send it around.
Want me to make copies?
Yeah, we can. Yeah. I don't know your thoughts on it, but I think that's the best way to handle it. If we can get rid of some of these, there's vacant lots.
Quick way to get them back on the tax roll.
Yeah.
And then it's clear, Greg, too, to people, this is the way we handle it.
Yeah, it's in writing, and other counties do it.
We'll help Greg, but we won't help Tim, or we won't,
No,
That
no,
way.
You got it right in it. Perfect.
and it's specific to adjoining and adjacent owners only. Otherwise, you'd have to, we'd probably put it to bid, out to the public bid. So like, we got a lot, I'll use the one in Furnace Street. We looked at it for maybe putting a new structure on, because we can do new structures. It's only 20 feet wide, can't do it. So if we approve something like this, we can go to both owners, say, hey, either you're interested in this property. Yes, we're both interested. Okay, we're gonna take the highest bid. 500 is the minimum. I'm gonna go get a bite, hopefully, you know?
As is, whereas you don't go phase one or anything like that.
Otherwise, it goes to county, go to the auction. Some of these properties are just gonna go to county auction. No. I don't know, I think it's the best way to do it, to do it lots for less or a side lot program.
What's the difference? Like a couple of these on this list look like they're empty lots.
I'm sorry, Cynthia, I can't hear what.
Oh, I said, a couple of these, like we had talked about, look like empty lots.
Right.
What's the difference between that and these that you're?
They could be, there could be a side lot program that we could take
Okay.
and say, hey, if we approve this plan, we'll say, we'll take these lots and talk to both owners. But like, there's
So
a,
there could be on, okay. 'Cause-
yeah,
Yes, because I went,
the
looked at
cemetery.
a lot of them, like I said.
This kind of copies, this proposal kind of copies Albany County and Cattaraugus County. There's a application form. I just threw it in there so you see kind of what they gotta submit to us. You kind of want to know what they're gonna do with the property. And you kind of want to control that. So you put it in as part of the stipulations.
Do you guys approve this and take a look through?
We don't have to approve it today, but I think we should, you know, get the program in place.
It's
I
good
think
with
we
legal.
should, because if we don't, then there's no reason not to put it through the auction.
There's a few lots in the interim auction right now that we should probably take and try and do it through a side lot program. If we do approve to do it this way, I would reach out, or Kim, to some of these neighboring properties now.
What if both want it? You get highest bid?
You've offered to either split or high bid. You know, you're gonna get 10 feet, you're gonna get
Legal,
10 feet.
Mike? Jimmy asked the question, is it legal?
Legal good with this?
I will run it through legal, but I copied Albany County. And most land banks have these side lot programs.
Let's just make sure.
Yep, we'll double check it.
I'd like somebody to check.
You want it open, or you want it-
If it's
I'll-
legal,
I'll
Really up to you
motion
guys.
If it's legal, if it's good with our legal, that we approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Wait a second. Guys, any further discussion? All in favor, aye? Opposed? So carried. Thank you. Thanks, Ron.
Now, how would they, or where would they get the application? It says land bank books.
yeah, it'll be posted on we'll do, just like we do with the RFPs or any of them things. Land bank, the adjoining owners, I would go to the adjoining owners. Adjoining adjacent owners, or send them a letter saying, hey, this lot is available. Are you interested? A, B, C, D, whatever we gotta say with the,
Certified, Mike, if you do that.
what's that thing?
Can you do certified?
Yeah, yeah, I just certified.
I just like to make sure that somebody doesn't come back
Yeah.
6 months later and
Oh, didn't offer to me, but you offered to my neighbor.
That's right.
say, it's in there.
Mhm.
Got anything else?
I do, side lot program. I don't think we're ready for it. I had a, request from AmeriCorps to have kids come in and work on properties. We're not kind of there. We're gonna be hiring contractors out. any properties that we do. And that's the focus of this next round of properties we're looking at, is not per se put it for someone to rehab, but for us to hire a contractor to rehab the property. The state wants us to utilize, they want a majority of our projects to be us rehabbing projects. So we're gonna focus on a little bit of that as well, what we need to do to get some of these properties up.
What would their reasoning be for that? I mean,
I don't know. When I spoke to the grant administrator, I said, I look at it approach, I've said it before, that, it's gonna cost me $35,000 to demolition this property. It's gonna cost me $100,000 to rehab it. I think we should tear it down, and they would prefer us to rehab it and get it so that there's a viable structure there. It's housing availability. Those are the reasons, to have more housing availability and have a physical structure there. So I don't like to spend money, and I don't like to waste money. So,
well, to what degree do they want you to do? Make it code compliant, or do they want you to, I mean, you could spend $100,000, we could spend $300,000 if you want to, so.
we're running into a few of them that are in the in-rem process right now, and going to the county auction. They were nice structures at one time, but some of them are $50,000, $75,000 to tear down. The bigger they are, the more the cost, and the tighter next to houses, location matters. You know, right? It's just, it gets crazy.
Controlled burn are gone.
But I'm willing to, like I told Cindy, once the weather, actually, if we ever get better weather, walk around too with the legislators and look at some of the properties on the zombie list and say, hey, let's figure this out, you know. There's more in the valley than there is in the outline, but there's structures in the outlying districts as well. So. That's my last.
Nothing against, where you designate where you're gonna start from, but most of the blight is seen within the valley, Walk, Herkimer, Ilion, Frankfurt, Grove Falls. I'm not against outside, but
No.
I know less people see that blight up on the, way up, so.
Yeah, it's just that, like,
I know, I'm all for sharing.
It's a tax structure, you all know that, right?
Yeah.
We've got the highest taxes in the state, and for how many years? I think we've had, I say 30 houses built over the last 40 years from Frankfurt to Downsville, inside and the majority of those are pursuit those projects in Little Falls, right? People aren't building homes in the villages. They're building brand new, beautiful homes just outside the line. If you're talking about Frankfurt or Ilion, the ones I'm aware of, where you still get electric power, you still get all that stuff, but you're not paying, I always used to say Reese Road, right side paid $27 a thousand, the left side paid $4 a thousand, town versus the village, same services. Little bit of extra for the water, sewer, and electric. Where are you gonna move? Where are you gonna build your house? What are you gonna, it's not rocket science, right? We've been talking about this for how long? But Greg, I agree with you. It's the issue.
yeah, I think the bulk of them, that's what I said, are in the valley, I'll call it. But I only say we gotta spread it out because we just did, or we're gonna be doing, all the projects that we've done so far are in the valley properties, or city, Herkimer, City of Little Falls, Herkimer, Frankfurt, Mohawk, Ilion. I get it, but we should try and look at outlying areas as well, not solely focused, but yeah, prioritize.
I think it's also a safety issue too, within the village.
Well,
The safety issue, codes should be involved in it.
you know, like I've been starting the process of going to the board meetings. I met at the town of Little Falls. You know, they asked me a bazillion questions, but I said, it falls back to codes, you know, raise codes, and I'm codes background, you know that, and we know that if you don't have a strong codes enforcement program, you're gonna have what you have in a lot of these municipalities. And I'm not knocking the codes officers because it's an unglorious position, but you have to do it. You just have to do it.
I just want to speak a little bit on that, just because, so everyone knows. The codes program, obviously, they don't make a lot of money, but everybody takes a job to it. But they also, if you don't have the ability to write summonses, you know what I mean? It's kind of a dead end issue. And even then, if you go to court with a codes issue, they're not putting people in jail, they're not doing anything about it, and they're all gonna give a break. So there's never gonna be, unless it's a safety issue, no one ever acts fast on it, so.
You know, a lot of it's blight, and I took I'll use my example, when I was doing codes in the property in Middleville, I took them to court, you know, like Ray's saying, and judge says, well, we'll give them, 6 months to fix this up. 6 months later, I had to cite them again, took them to court. Well, we'll give them, 6 more months to see if they can get this cleaned up. I get it, the people don't have the money or they need help or whatever, but at some point, and you gotta have the backing of the courts, and
Took me 2.5 years to get one guy. They fined him $4,000, but that's not what we want. We don't want the $4,000.
no.
We want the property. And
That's
he
it.
cleaned his property up, paid the $4,000, and within 6 months, it was right back where it started because he figured he paid $4,000 for it, so.
Also, one more thing, I do need to get, I don't know if I need approval to, for lawns, get the lawns mowed. We've got some properties that it's like a foot high, or I can do it.
I think you just let these guys know, right?
We'll get somebody to mow these properties. We got, the 161 in Alien is, high.
That's everybody's grass right now.
Yeah, it is.
That's awful.
But I don't wanna be the one with this, the neighbors has nice lawn, nice houses on that one. We cleaned up all the garbage, now the grass is this high, it looks like crap. So, I'm gonna get somebody to do the lawns, that's all.
Do you have someone to do it?
I don't, any ideas. If you do, throw me an idea.
If you do.
Diamond dozen out there,
Yeah.
there's lawn guys.
They can get hefty. I mean, I'm on a cemetery board and I was like, first time on it, my first meeting, I was like, yeah, you pay that to have the lawns mowed here? I know cemeteries are paying,
You probably need somebody with insurance so much too.
oh, yeah.
So you are gonna pay a few more bucks.
Yep, you're right.
Talking mowing and raking and weed whacking and all the whole make it look pretty type thing, or just mow,
I think you gotta make it look a little less. pretentious.
spray,
And that's what we're all about, trying to make things look a little better, right?
don't spray it. Or, well, next time they mow, they don't have to weed whack, you save your buck, that's just.
Right.
They do that.
You spray it with that stuff that kills it. You got brown. That's all I got.
Can I get a motion to allow Mike to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Motion.
Second? Keith? Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Got one more thing.
Nope, that was it.
Anybody have anything?
Mike, you wanna bring up about Mark?
Oh, we had, good point. One of our board of directors, stepped down, Mark Feen. He's just stepping away, kind of gonna retire. And, so
He
we're
left
gonna,
the city too.
we're gonna have to replace a board member on this board. If you know somebody in the community, let Pete know. It probably should not be a legislator. Again, it's up to the board, but probably should not be. It should be someone from the public or business background. Okay?
What's the benefit?
Coffee.
Oh, I know.
Entertain a motion to close. Jim, second, Kim. All in favor? Opposed? So carried. July 16th, 10 o'clock. That's 2025, Pete, not 2026, just in case you look on the bottom.
July
At least it's
not.
It's on Wednesday?
No, it might be Thursday. Check. That's
Come
good.
down and get the pictures, Mike.
What's that, Kim?
Not Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, the 16th.
I'll bring it to
We vote on, no, Pete.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Is she gonna bring everything up here, Mike?
Yeah, I'll come over there. Oh, yeah.
We're going 301.
I don't care.
You can play it. It looks like it's raining. Or if you want to take, you want, you don't.
Saturday night.
But there's no little section to the watch the rain, sure.
You want it done right.
We're gonna.
Look at us. I love the extra mile and a half last time.
I went to the box seats at, Utica Road once, but I didn't expect much. It was great. Food and everything, yeah, it
Flowers and water or something?
was great. We put $20 in last time, but you weren't here when you were.
I wasn't.
Right.
You gotta get rid of that. I drove by that again yesterday. or the day
You just
before.
gotta hit this or something.
Oh.
End stream.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Chairman, I woke Texas Wednesday. How about you?
No, we don't have to save it, do we?
Yeah, it goes.
All you guys.
It's posted.
Plus, we got freaking sectional softball Friday, Saturday. Yeah. So I don't know, we might book Saturday afternoon, I don't know.
What's today?
Didn't even turn our water on. Going on today.
May, what is today?
Yeah, I got people want to come in the middle of April. Well, that's what we said, we paid good a lot for that. We had no water for 5, 6 months.
Oh,
That was
how do you do it?
No, I had it.
Oh, more?
Hit spacebar.
Stay here the rest of your life with meals.
Now hit
Let's
save.
see.
And then if you go